Hello, teacher. My name is Juan David Zapata, and this is my presentation about my anecdote um, in the COVID-19 pandemic. Mm, Before before the pandemic, in January 2020, um, I I was starting to do my internship uh, of the technologies that I was studying uh, at that time. Mm, but in March 2020, because of the pandemic and because of the quarantine, uh, the company where I was doing the internship suspended my contract, and because I I couldn't to do my internship uh, virtual uh, of a virtual I couldn't to do my internship of or by a virtual way. Uh, for this reason, the company decides to suspend my contract during the quarantine. And my contract was suspended uh, from March 2020 to September 2020. Yes, uh, approximately 6 months. Um, the, this this fact really was a, a, a bad a bad a bad fact to me. Not not only for the pandemic and the quarantine and all the bad things that were happened at that time. So also because for the pandemic, um, my my certification has to had excuse me had to be a large. Yes, I couldn't to get my certification uh, at the time correct because my my internship um, was was suspended about 6 months because for this reason my certification also uh, was suspended for that 6 months um, because I have to get my certification or I have to get my certification uh, approximately in June in June 2020, but because of the pandemic, uh, I I had my certification in December 2020. During the quarantine, I I spent the time doing exercise and and doing um, short virtual courses at the Sena. Uh, Also, I spent um, the time watching TV. Um, but really, I wanted to to do some to do uh, productive things productive at the pandemic. I don't I don't wanted um, to spend my time uh, of or in bad things or lost in my time. I don't wanted this because um, I couldn't I could excuse me I could to uh, spend my time um, taking care uh, taking care my body and my healthy and my mind. Um, Also, I to improve my English um, and doing other virtual courses um, at the Sena. Uh, I also spent the time in the quarantine uh, with my family. Uh, um, I think every day, all day, uh, my family, my girlfriend, and me um, spend all day working table place, watching movies, watching series, um, talking about many things or a lot of things, or talking about a lot of topics. Really, I I took advantage the quarantine to spend a lot of time with my family. Uh, Really, that I think that was um, the I think that was a really good thing, good thing um, that that carried the pandemic because we could uh, to stay or to spend times with our families because I think that we we needed uh, the pandemic to disconnect this excuse me teacher I think that we needed the pandemic to desconectarnos from the world routines the world routines um, the pandemic for me the pandemic was something like um reinicio excuse me teacher I there are some words that I don't know the traduction, but I am working in that. Um, well, and that is all of my presentation about the pandemic, about my anecdote in the COVID-19 pandemic. Uh, Please, teacher, excuse me my bad pronunciation and my grammatical mistakes and the words that I don't uh, the traduction in English, but I'll continue working in that. Thank you for your time and thank you for the course. Bye, teacher.